This is Forge Daily with Mackenzie Barwell on the Forge Audio Network.
Forge fans, welcome back to another episode. Today is June 26th, 2023. I'm your host, Mackenzie Barwell, here to give you all things Forge FC. What a game yesterday here at Tim Hortons Field. The team has the day off today, so no training this morning after yesterday's matchup. Today we'll do a little rundown as to what went down yesterday, and then an exciting update on Garven Metusala and the Haitian national team. And then lastly, we'll dive into a few recent signings to Forge FC. So let's get right into it, starting with Forge versus Atletico Ottawa last night. Oh my goodness, where do I start here? Okay, over 6,000 fans in attendance, and let's just say they were entertained. I started off over in the South Plaza, and I'm on my way up from the field level, and before I could even make it inside start watching the game, Ottawa opens the scoring with the fastest goal in CPL history after just 22 seconds. So we actually timed it in the press conference. There was a very close call with another match. We had both plays open on two computers, and we can confirm that this is the fastest one. So shout out to Charlie O'Connor-Clark and Christian Jack for fact-checking that for us. Definitely an interesting way to start the game, and not even 4 minutes later, Forge FC are back in it off an own goal from Ottawa, right out the gate, already sitting at 1-1. Then it would be none other than Taryn Campbell to take over the first half, scoring 2 goals in the 11th and 32nd minute, sending Forge into halftime with a 3-1 advantage. Later, he would be named Gatorade Performer of the Match. He now is Forge FC's top scorer in the 2023 campaign with a total of 4 goals. In the second half, this match gets better. Former Forge FC player Maxime Tissot and attacker Dos Santos in the 63rd and 72nd minute would equalize the match, again tying up 3-3. Then, to make it 4-3, clinching the 3 points for Forge FC and ending their 5-match winless streak, Woobens Pacias would score the match winner in the 81st minute from across from Kwesi Poku. Let's hear from Coach Bobby Smirniotis at the post-match press conference.
Quite the entertaining start to a game. If you're not a coach of either team, it's hard to say. You know, we've had a tough last few games, creating a lot, doing a lot, not getting the results, and then 35 seconds in, the ball is in your net. You could have the thoughts of, this is going to be interesting again, but it's something we talked about, leading up to this game, is just making sure that we're composed in anything that's occurring on the pitch. And I think that's the most important thing, because there's 2 teams on the field, and each one are trying to do the same thing. I don't think there's many teams that step on the field and say, I don't want to score a goal today. So you have to take that as your starting point. And the football gods find a way of neutralizing things. That's one thing I know over my 4 years plus here. We've had a lot of high moments. We've had some difficult moments. But if you're doing the right things week in, week out, and apart from one game this year where I thought we were very poor, I think we've been doing a lot of the good things. So today it was important for us to have 3 points and score some goals. The rest, forget about it.
And before we move on, I want to include a clip from Woobens at the press conference as well, because he was asked how the team decompresses after a match like this, and I thought he had a great response. So here was his take.
Well, first of all, we celebrate. In the locker room, we had a beer for everyone, so that's a good one. But yeah, celebrate, and then we just get back focused for the next game, because it's already done. So we have to be focused for next game, and we're going to go in Halifax and get that win. So just be focused.
Another important update, unrelated to the regular season, but a key Forge FC player. The first game with Haiti is in the books for Garven Metusala. He started last night's match in the center back position and finished the entire 90 minutes with the team, helping Haiti beat Qatar in a 2-1 victory. They will play Mexico on the 29th in their pursuit of the 2023 Gold Cup, so that is something to keep an eye out for. In other news, yesterday Forge FC announced the signing of 3 Canadians coming from Sigma FC to CPL developmental contracts. Midfielder Daniel Furyk is 17 years old, coming from Mississauga. Attacker Kevon Tavernier, also 17 years old, coming from Brampton. And lastly, 16-year-old defender Simon Gardiero is a Guelph, Ontario native. He actually represented Canada at the 2023 CONCACAF Men's Under-17 Championship in Guatemala. So all three now developmental players on the Forge FC roster, and we'll be seeing them a little bit more often. All right, that is all I have for today's episode. Everyone's set to be back at training tomorrow. We got another update from Coach Bobby last night on the team's current form. So after recovering from a few small knocks, Ali Hijabrapur, Dav Schwanier, and Ashton Morgan are good to go at training. We can expect to see them a little later on this week as well for the matchup against Halifax on Friday. Thank you all so much for listening. I will be back again tomorrow for another episode of Forge Daily.
This has been Forge Daily with Mackenzie Barwell. If you like what you heard, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share.